the Durant thing is 100 times more important than the Kyrie thing, just to be honest. Like if Kyrie switches teams, like it matters in like some way. If he goes to the Lakers, and then my question would be, all right, who's getting traded from the Lakers to like for Westbrook? Like we're gonna make those salaries fit, which probably don't. Westbrook makes probably too much money. Probably has to be a lot of other stuff involved, or a third team. But if you tell me it's hey, Kyrie's on the team on Lakers next year instead of Westbrook, I'm like, all right, yeah, I like the Lakers a lot more. Like that's true. So that would be a fit where you'd be like, okay, I mean, Kyrie's going to play with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and trade back Reggie Jackson and a bunch of crap or something. Like, great, okay, sure, the Clippers are going to be better for sure. I don't know if it takes Kyrie won't take a team that I don't think can win the title and like make them a team I think can win the title. I just don't think of him that way. And he's incredibly unreliable. And how many games is he actually going to play? So when that's like kind of the ceiling on how I think about him. Like, oh, would be really interesting with some of these teams. Maybe makes them better, but how much better? The Durant part of it, like we did this exercise Tuesday. There are like 9 players that actually make sense to be the best player on a title team. Kyrie Irving is not one of them. Kevin Durant is absolutely one of them. If he's going to play on a different team, then the actual teams that can win a title next year changes if he changes teams. If Kyrie changes teams, that doesn't change. He's never going to go to his own team. So it's also we don't have to consider that part of it. But the number of which teams can win the title next year changes with this decision. And it's actually right now, just thinking of the players in my head, like even long shot trade possibilities, he's clearly the only player that would fit that description that will change teams in this offseason. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is there a way Lillard gets paired with someone where I'd like that team? Maybe, depending on who the other player was. Like another of the top 9 players, I guess, if Lillard joined them. But it seems like that's not going to happen. Portland's going to try to do this, make Lillard happy plan. So if that's the case, Durant's the only guy that changes who wins the title that's available potentially. So it's a huge if that's true, it's a huge deal. And Kyrie is going to be the headline of all of it at first because he's such a lightning rod and he's the start of it. Obviously, he's that domino has to fall first, but the domino behind it is like the way more important one, which is just there are 9 players who can win a title. One of them might change teams. That's something that matters, obviously.